Alright, Xennial Movie Club, the day has come. We are at episode number 1. This is where we relive the movies that shaped our lives and figure out whether or not it was nostalgia or if the movies were really a good hit. Now I know that the setup looks a little weird. I'm filming in my living room, but I am working on changing an old back office and converting it into a studio, so that should be coming along very shortly. If you like this type of nostalgia content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. So my Facebook page is where we put the votes in on the movies that we're going to watch in the club. And what won this week was the movie Little Monsters that came out in 1989. This movie was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, and it is full of 80s chaos. The way to think about it is, it's Home Alone meets Beetlejuice with a little bit of Garbage Pail Kids. Little Monsters starred Fred Savage, who we all know from the great show from the 80s and 90s, The Wonder Years. And then they throw in Howie Mandel, who plays Maurice. Think of Maurice as an ugly version of Beetlejuice with horrible hygiene. Watching this movie, we got a glimpse of a young Ben Savage. In real life, this is Fred Savage's little brother. This was cool because this was Ben Savage's first movie. We all know Ben though as Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World. Now in this movie club, after watching a movie, I ask y'all to ask yourself 5 simple questions. So let's get into it. Question number 1, who was your favorite character? I'm pretty sure it's going to be no contest for a lot of people to say that Maurice was their favorite. He was part monster, part manic, and definitely older cousin that taught you how to make fart sounds with your armpit. Howie Mandel gave a wild performance in this movie. I mean, think about it. You like Maurice even though you know that his entire job was to kidnap kids and turn them into monsters. Question number 2, what scene stuck with you the most? Definitely when the bully of the movie realized that Maurice had peed in his apple juice. I laughed again like I was 8 years old watching this movie for the first time. Question number 3, the best quote in the movie. Now this one took a while for me to figure out what was the best quote. But for some reason, 30 minutes into the movie, I kinda did laugh when Maurice told him, "You can't pick your friend's nose." Looking back on how old I was, this was probably great advice for a 6-year-old. Question number 4, does the movie still hold up? If you didn't watch Little Monsters as a kid, I highly doubt that it holds up today. But if you watched it as a kid, nostalgia did some heavy lifting to keep this movie in our memory. The pacing of the movie is a little weird, and it kinda went extremely dark out of nowhere. Somehow though, as an 80s kid, they made it work. This is one of those movies I put in the category, you kinda had to be there to enjoy it. Now the last question is a little deeper. What adult message did you get from the movie? I'm gonna say as an adult, I really didn't catch the storyline of how Brian was technically running away from his parents' divorce. As a kid, I saw Brian as having fun and full of freedom. But as a 42-year-old adult, I see Brian as a kid that's acting out because his parents are getting a divorce and his world is crumbling around him. Now I am gonna bring up the ending and talk about how these kids ended up in California. As a parent now, this scene is extremely unrealistic because there's no way my kid's not going to call me in the middle of the night and tell me that they're all the way in California and I'm not cussing over the phone. My rating for this movie as a kid would have been about an 8.5, but as an adult watching it again, it doesn't get over a 7.2 for me. Now that's going to do it for our first episode, and I want to thank y'all for joining me. It's going to get better, it's going to get more organized, and trust me, it's going to look a whole lot better too. Make sure you guys join in on the discussion and comment below, and I'll catch you guys next week. Why did I do that? I'm not Al Borland.
I don't think so, Tim.